Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes. Jesus, God. I'll get it here in a minute. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Sorry we wasn't here Wednesday, but we're back again tonight. Joining me, as always, got Kathleen and Shad Biffles here, Rich Cooley, and Scott Swiftwater Tony also. Dennis ain't here. He's working, so we'll do it without him. So what's going on?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hello. You guys hanging in there?
Hanging in there. That's all you can do, ain't it, right now?
Yes.
Hanging in there.
Hey, Tim, is Spreaker even on?
Yeah, it says we're live. Live.
I can't even get into it. I don't know why.
Live action.
Yeah, I'm there. Jaren's there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're there. It is all good. Yes, sir. But, man, so how are you guys, faring through this, containment deal?
I'm doing great.
I figured you
I have cabin fever.
It's been, what, Kathleen, how long has it been? A week and a half? A week?
I think it's been like a couple weeks now. This is our third week.
Is it week 3 already?
Yeah.
The apocalypse is flying by.
And it's still March.
And it's still March. You got 2 more
This
days.
is the longest month ever.
It is. 2 more days of March. And we'll still be on lockdown in 2 days. And it's like, when's it supposed to expire, when we can be done with it?
I think today they said like at the end of April. Yeah.
The end of April now? So
yeah.
a whole nother month? That's rough, ain't it? That's real rough. What?
I think it's time to get the camper out and go camping somewhere.
Even if you just pull the camper in your driveway and go and stay in it, at least you'll feel
might do that.
At least you'll feel like you're somewhere. Get it home, clean it up, get it all ready, and then, yeah, you could still go places camping. Right?
Well, like we were saying pre-show, it's everybody is just at home and they're trying to get out of the house, and we're seeing neighbors we never even knew existed.
Right. It's like, when'd you move in? Right? Like, we've been here for 20 years. Jeez, yeah, it's strange. Some people are probably used to being up and going to work, and and you never lay eyes on them. And now everybody's home, and you just never know. But
it's funny. They both seen each other, and they're like, "These guys don't get out much because I've never seen them."
Yeah,
they both said it to each other.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. Do you find yourself snacking a lot more?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to get so fat. We're always hungry.
Right. Okay, so it's not just me. It's like...
It's everybody I talk to at work. They're just like, why am I hungry all the time?
It's like you got a tapeworm. It's like, I can't quit eating. It's like, I'm always...
That would suck for me, I guarantee you.
What, Rich?
I said that would suck for me. I'd be home all the time eating.
Oh, see, right, you're not home, so that's helping you.
No, I still got to go to work.
See, that's helping you. I think that's the part of it. You're home, and you're like, say, you can't really go nowhere, can't really do nothing. So all you want to do is eat. You just want to snack.
I can't do that because I have allotted meals through the week. So if you eat one, you might not get one night. So
well, I know, but still, we have our daily meals, but it's like constantly just wanting a snack. I don't get it. I think it's just from boredom and stuff.
Snacky, it is definitely boredom.
Yeah, snacky. And like
I know, and then you find yourself watching, the Tiger King on Netflix. I'll admit it. We did.
Okay, I'll admit it with you.
You watched it out there.
I did too. Yeah, give us a hands up in the chat room if you watched the Tiger King. Don't be shy.
The Tiger King.
Come on, tell us you watched the Tiger King. We need to know we're not the only 3 people that watched it.
Yeah, because Swiftwater ain't watching it.
Oh, you have to watch it.
What it is. So.
you'll know what it is when you start watching it. It's a train wreck that you cannot look away from. It's like you have to watch it.
Lion King or something?
What, Rich?
Is that like the Lion King? But now
No.
it's a tiger?
Well,
no.
It's a documentary. It's hilarious.
It's about a man.
explain it, Shad.
And a tiger.
He ran
Exactly.
basically a zoo, and it was primarily of big cats, of tigers and lions, and it's
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic is his
Like
name.
bears, times laggers.
Yeah, some bears.
Yeah.
And he had a big feud with some other lady who ran a sanctuary, in a sense, also a zoo, but had PETA and other groups on her side. And it's just a train wreck of a show to watch.
Oh, okay.
But
His fault.
but you have to watch it.
Sounds like the next guy getting ready to get ate by a freaking tiger or something.
No.
Well, they did have an employee get her arm ripped off by a tiger.
Yeah. And one did grab him and drag him into a cage, and he fired off a couple shots and got it off of him. But so he's a gun-toting guy that you need to watch this documentary, and you'll be hooked when you start watching it. It's on Netflix. If the name says anything, what's his name again? Shad? Joe.
What's that?
What's his name again? Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in prison right now. Just so you know.
Yeah, and as you watch this documentary, you'll see why he's in prison.
He used to have a podcast every night too.
And he had like a web TV show too, didn't he?
He had a web TV show. Yeah. And he was from Oklahoma, so there you go. I don't want to give it all away.
No, we don't want to give it all away. You guys got to watch it. You know, you just have to watch it. It's just good. It's good TV right there. Man.
And of course, you can binge watch your favorite gold shows, Wandering Buffaloes, of course.
Yeah.
We had a spike in subscribers.
You had a what?
We had a spike in subscribers.
Oh, you got to
since all
think.
this started.
This is perfect time, right? Because
I know we need to get some movies out, and
Everybody's
we're working
home.
on some, but it's just slow
it's hard
going.
to stay motivated.
I'm on
You
YouTube.
really-
I shared your
Right.
Alaskan ones in 3 or 4 different places.
But
Yeah, thank you.
But like you said, Kathleen, you lose your motivation. You're not motivated to make anything new because you're like, oh, it's just so much work. I can sit here in my pajamas and eat a Baby Ruth and not think about it. So it's like
it's pretty bad when you have your nighttime pajamas and you change into your daytime pajamas.
I heard that. This is true. Yeah.
And then, like, I have to be on video for working from home. So, like, I hate the days when I have to do that because I'm like, oh, I got to actually bathe.
Yeah, you gotta spruce yourself up and at least
Just go from the waist up.
right from the
That's
waist
exactly
up.
what I do.
Oh yeah, from the waist up, and you're fine. Nobody be the wiser. Yeah.
I got my penguin pajama pants on. That's right.
How hard is it to turn the water on, jump in, shower, and get out? That's just takes longer than freaking wash with cloth.
Just
When
saying.
you're a lady, you have to you have to wash, condition your hair, dry it.
No, you
You
don't.
have to do your makeup.
Sure
then
you
you
do.
have to blow dry your hair. Then you have to curl it
Yeah.
and look all pretty.
Then you got to put your
You know
makeup on.
they
and
actually
all
say that you're supposed to wash and condition your hair every 3 days.
Oh come on.
You know that's a real thing.
That's why
I'm not joking you. It's something that has to do with your hair. Your body's different, but your hair, they say that you only have to wash and condition your hair every 3 days.
Well, maybe that's what they say, but are you going to do that?
It's different for girls, you guys. I mean, what do you do? Like, just wipe a washcloth over your head and you wash your hair and.
No, I reckon you just brush it.
No.
I got a lot of hair.
Yeah. Girls got a little more maintenance. You know. They definitely.
I'm just saying you don't have to give it away every time you shower. You're at the house.
Well, yeah, but you're still around people. You know.
Well, you got to look good just in case you're looking out the window and somebody catches you.
No. I have to do video meetings at work for work.
Okay, that's different.
So they see me.
I know. You better stop giving us a hard time, Scott. You find gold yet?
Go to your claim.
You can't find gold here.
Hey.
I'll tell you what, though, I will give you a river report, and for everybody out here in the West Coast, the Hacienda, the San Domingo, the Turkey Creek, Black Canyon Creek, folks, they are all running, and I mean running.
They're all wet and moist, right?
So, buddy, they're worse than that. You're not even. I can't even ride up the creek now because it's crazy. I'm like, really?
Wait, ride up the creek? What do you mean ride up the creek?
Yeah, that's how I got to get to my claims. I got to ride up the creek.
Well, there's no worries about that.
So you got a 4-wheeler now?
Yeah.
You did get that 4-wheeler?
Yeah, I bought it.
Well, you didn't tell us you bought it.
I thought I did.
No, you
said you did.
Told us.
You said you were looking at one.
I got it.
And talking about it. Now, when did you get said 4-wheeler? When did you get this 4-wheeler?
What was it? Last week.
Last week. And
yeah.
Have you been on the claims yet in that past week with your 4-wheeler?
No. There's too much water, dude. You're not riding up the creek in this.
You said you got it last week. Has it been that much water since last week?
Yeah, it's still running. I mean, it's running.
We've
had snow Wednesday. We had snow up north. We had rain about 3 days before that for 2 days. Yeah, it's like it's all everything. When you go through Wickenburg and you see the San Domingo and all the other ones running, you know that you're gonna have water here for a long time because that's usually dry up there by now.
Ted Ballas in the chat room wants to know what did you get, Scott? What kind of 4-wheeler?
It's a Grizzly, Ted.
You got the Grizzly. The Grizzlies are nice ones. Yeah.
Did you get all the stuff sent out?
What, Rich?
What's that?
The dirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
White Gold just says, wonder if Scott sent off the bag of pay dirt for me yet.
I seen that Amra toboggan that you sent out. That was nice.
Yeah, Bob got or somebody did, not Bob.
Yeah, I think it was Randy. Wasn't it Randy? Or somebody? I can't remember either, but it was a nice toboggan. Definitely not a sock cap, but it's a toboggan.
That's what we call sock cap, man.
It's a toboggan.
Oh, not this again.
Bill Marsh, yeah.
Bill Marsh got the toboggan.
You got the beanie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amber beanie, sock hat,
nice.
whatever you want.
Very nice. Good to see that got out there. Yeah, so very cool. Look good.
Like I said, I got everything out, and it was I said, I had to get back up here for moving and everything. That's why it took a little bit of time to mail it out. But
well, it didn't take long. I think we just gave it away last Sunday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, mercy!
But to get to the creek this year, though, is not working for me. It's not going to happen this year. But at least I got everything lined up. Got a brand new dry washer ready for next year. That's starting out. Still got my dredge, my 3-inch dredge. I got everything I need to get up there.
Yeah. How did we know you were going to say that?
Hey, you know what? I can't help it. If you got another half month and there's so much stuff you can do in that time, and there ain't nothing I can do right now because of the water, you might as well start packing, getting everything ready for next year. That way, when you come up, just bam, you're ready to go, and you ain't got nothing to worry about. Everything's ready to rock and roll.
Can't you dry wash on your claim, or no? Nowhere to dry wash?
Yeah, but not now.
Not now with all the rain, but after the rain.
You're still obviously then going to prospect it, though, your claims, obviously, to find good spots, right?
Oh, yeah, I still got to do that.
Yeah.
You can't
you're just not going in full production mode yet.
No, the good thing about this is this claim's got actually 3 particular levels on it. You got the high benches where the old timers dug. You got the middle where somebody's been down there with a backhoe upon a time. Didn't move a lot of dirt though, but it still has good ground, good rocks and sand in there. And then you got the lower laying parts where the creek is now. The creek now is probably going to be iffy. For somebody to be in there like for a weekend, they'd be, oh yeah, it's great. But like for me, I want to be up in that red rusty stuff where the old timers were sitting there with a pick and shovel and they were panning for weeks before they come into town. That's the old stuff I want.
Down by the stone house.
Yeah. because it's right behind. I mean, if you're up on the lookout, and I got a story for that. It's such funny too. If you're on the lookout and you look over, you can see where the rock house is right above it. It's all red hue going right through the middle of the mountain, and that's where you see all the little digs at. You don't see anything else higher or lower.
Well, let's see some video, Scott.
Well, that's the thing about it. I went to actually do a video yesterday, and I was going to show everybody my claims, and I pulled out to the overlook, and somebody stuck 25 bee boxes around a whole campground there.
What?
So, yeah, I was like, what the hell is going on? Somebody took bee boxes, and there's like 25 of them, and they're all outlining the edge of the campground. Yeah, wow. Bumblebees.
Wow, don't mess with them bees. Yeah.
Well, I rode down there. I rode down there because I was going to take a video, and I was like, man, who put all this crap out here? And all of a sudden, I was like, oh, these are bee boxes. I turned around real quick and got out of there because they were flying by my head pretty quick, and I didn't want to get nabbed in the eye or nothing with one of them, so I got out of there.
Oh,
but I got up there and counted.
Share
it with us.
And it doesn't have to do nothing with bees boxes.
Okay.
So, as you know, Kathleen and I, when we went out and hung out with Swifty and had a great time, of course, with Swifty in the Phoenix School Show, we were looking for land up in a certain area. Uh-huh. And one thing we kept running into, we'd find one and find out, oh, it's in contract or something, right?
Right.
So the one that we found and liked the most, it fell out of contract when we were there, so we put an offer in, only to find out somebody else already put an offer, and they accepted it, so we're like, well, crap. Mm-hmm. Well, it just opened back up, because the people,
they buy it sight unseen.
And there are a lot of Californian people trying to buy land up all over the place out there in Arizona.
Gotcha.
So none of these deals go through. And that's why a lot of places have been on the market for 300 plus days. Mm-hmm. Because of that, they fall in and out of contract. Well, just found out the sellers accepted our offer.
Oh, they did?
Yep.
Sweet.
They did?
Yep. Kathleen's hearing us first.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
We're going to own a piece of Arizona.
Yeah.
You got a piece of it, all right.
Owning a piece of
18
Arizona.
18.2 acres, backs up to BLM land.
Nice. That's cool.
So, yeah.
Nice. How many acres?
We got to celebrate.
18 acres? Is that what you said?
18, yeah.
Nice. Does it got any water on it or anything?
It's got a wash.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to put a well in. Yeah,
we're way at the top, so there isn't...
There's no water.
Not a lot, but...
Still cool.
There's plenty of it's the second largest aquifer that flows under there, and so you hit water about 40 feet down, but they still drill to 200 feet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Oh
my gosh!
Cool. I'm happy for you guys. Congratulations. That's cool.
We're a step closer.
We got the water and mineral rights because it is actually west of an old mining town, Columbia, Arizona,
Gold Mine,
which is still a large commercial operation out there.
Oh, nice.
Where's that? I'm going to have to go claim it up real quick.
We already looked. They have it all locked down.
So you got the mineral rights and everything on it.
Yep. Everything comes with it.
Good.
This area used to be all held by the ranchers back in the day.
Uh-huh.
And I think in the 70s, the rancher sold the vast majority of their land to developers. So that's why in the middle of state trust and BLM land, you can buy actual private property up there and own it all. So
nice.
Yeah, because it was bought way back when. But you better make sure you got that stuff in writing and double check your rules on roads and all that stuff.
Oh,
you never know why those other people backed out.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, we already did. We got all that title work and.
I think they do research more than you did on the land you got.
I tend to agree.
Oh, I didn't have to do research. I didn't have to do research on the one I got.
Property.
It's there.
This is going to be our forever home.
Well, that is cool. I'm happy for you guys. That's pretty sweet. You got it.
So now you guys can build on it. That's cool.
Yeah. So we're going to put like a little
we're going to put a small little cabin
right
up there. Yeah, because it's in Yavapai County. So outside of Maricopa.
Okay.
But yeah.
You got
cool,
it. It's in Yavapai.
Yep.
We're gonna live on Cow Creek Road.
Man, I thought that was Maricopa for sure.
Nope.
The county line must make a drastic cut there then.
Maybe. Pretty cool, though. And 18,
no doubt.
18 acres, you can metal detect it and everything. Shit, that'll be sweet.
Oh my gosh! When we dig the koi pond, I'm gonna totally, wash that dirt.
See? Why not?
I tried to share a GPS pin drop, but that didn't work. So
damn.
I'll just.
Oh my God!
That'll be
Something's in
cool.
the chat room.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a lot.
How do you do it with them coordinate things? Yeah, you just put them in Google Earth or something?
Yeah, Google Maps is the easiest way. But it was funny because when we were there, just like when we learned when we were out actually prospecting last year for a claim up there, you have our GPS and it tracks our footpath and everything, so that way we knew exactly where we're going and overlay it with all the stuff.
Right.
So
that's pretty cool.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to figure this out, how to do it.
Yeah, me too. I don't know how to zoom in or nothing.
I'm just trying to get the coordinates into the map.
Yeah, it's like It's crazy, but there's like electrical 300 feet away if you want to tie in. We're going to still go all solar and be off the grid.
Oh, okay.
You actually have optical lines that are running down Cow Creek Road now. It's a fully maintained road, but it is, of course, a dirt road.
I see Cow Creek Road.
That looks like that's out in the middle of nowhere. I don't
It
even
does
see a
look
road.
like it.
Yes,
I know.
It's north of Lake Pleasant, and actually, Rich,
Turn right at the big cactus.
We drove all the way down Castle Hot Springs Road that goes all the way from Morristown,
Wickenburg.
which is where Jackass Flats, where we camped when we prospect with Jimbo. But we followed that road all the way to the area. Dude, we drove the whole daggone road. It's a
I
long
wish I
drive.
could zoom in.
Me
but
too. I
it's-
can't. I'm just seeing this red dot. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It won't zoom in or nothing.
Well, now you guys got a place to camp.
That is
come to
pretty
Arizona.
awesome. I wish it zoomed in so I could see it.
I see lots of dirt and roads, and
I ain't
but
even
that's
got
about
there
it.
yet.
It won't let me zoom in on nothing.
Oh, let me go to the satellite. Oh, there we go. I just clicked satellite view. Okay.
Yeah, you got to click satellite off the
I
map.
click satellite, but I just see dirt.
Yeah, it still won't let you zoom that much. I see dirt and scrub.
Desert.
Yeah, desert
Hey,
scrub.
there's a lot of this.
If you zoom out, you can see nice and clear, but once you zoom in, you
Now,
can't
it
see
looks
much.
like there was some kind of old foundation over to the right there. See it, Rich?
Well, that was like cleared out land because that is an actual road, a little short road.
That would be our driveway.
Oh.
Actually.
Kind of, but to the right where it was cleared out, that's not in the property. It's just to the left there.
Okay.
But it goes all the way back to what you can tell is a fence line, and that's BLM fence.
Now, I see you got some neighbors. Looks like
No, I
across
can't even
Cow
see
Creek
that.
Road.
Yep.
It's a couple buildings, but that's it, man. You guys are out there. And then you got
Yeah,
that.
it's literally a 45-minute drive from when you turn right off of the 74 Carefree Highway, and you just head north right next to Lake Pleasant. It takes 45 minutes to get to that area.
You hope it does.
Oh, now I'm able to zoom in, Rich. Just let me zoom now.
I can't do nothing.
I got it to zoom in pretty good. That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it from a far distance, but it won't let me zoom in at all.
Yeah, I'm finally able to zoom
I
in.
can't see no road, no nothing. The only road I can see is the big road to the left.
Heck, I can see four-wheeler roads now.
Oh, really?
They've been running four-wheelers from, like, road to road across the desert. That's cool.
Yeah, but if you head due east of there, you'll find the Columbia, and if you have the satellite imagery, you can actually see that gold mine's workings.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
They got holding ponds, all sorts of stuff,
Oh, that's-
plants.
That's a
buildings,
copper
everything.
mine.
That's
No, it's
pretty
gold.
sweet,
It's
man.
gold.
I
Not
like
copper.
It's the Columbia Gold Mine.
Nice. Nice. That is cool. Happy for you guys. That's exciting news. That is cool. I like it.
So we got the next 3.5 years to plan the building, but we're gonna just put something small out there for now,
Right.
so we have a place to go.
Right.
when we visit.
Watch out for graboids.
What?
Graboids from Tremors.
Hey, Shad, are you guys northwest of Lake Mead or Lake Pleasant, or are you
directly north of Lake Pleasant?
Well, that's probably where the GPA had all the gold claims, the Abbeys, in some aspect.
Might be,
or a little bit to the east.
That's cool. That's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
That is pretty sweet.
But yeah, then we just have to get like Scott or Jimbo or whatever, a 4-wheeler off-road vehicle, and literally not even 30 minutes away on those trails, you're in open land that's unclaimed to prospect and mine.
Wow. That's sweet. It's like the dreamland, you know?
You can see Lake Pleasant
in the far distance at the top of the hill.
But most of it's views of the hills and the mountains.
Of the desert. And rocks.
That's cool. And
cactus.
And gold.
And sand.
And gold.
But see, a Swiftwater, a crow won't have to fly too far from you in Black Canyon. We're like, the property's exactly due west of you almost.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can't go up to Aqua Free anymore because the guy's got private land. He's marked it off, so you can't cross there anymore.
You
so
just
have
have
to
a
go around
crow
him.
fly over, okay?
That's right. Shadow fly his drone over as the drone flies.
Right.
Not as the crow flies. You could just zoom that drone over there. How far away is it, Shad, from Scott? Like
well, when we stayed, because we were camping up there in Black Canyon City Campground, which is a great place, and it would take us only about an hour and a half from there because you had to go down 17, then over to 74, then up, that road. But it wasn't a bad drive. We had to do it quite a few times actually.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
If you go through the trails, you're going to take like 20-30 minutes.
Yep. If you had one of those fancy
side-by-side deals?
Side-by-side with great suspension. Yeah, you could literally just go due west and zoom there.
Oh, that'd be cool. Like 30 minutes, huh? See?
Yeah.
That is cool. I think that's pretty neat.
There was a lot of negotiation, so we were pretty stressed out.
Well,
and I can't believe he kept this from me. When did you find out?
When you were in the bathroom just 10 minutes ago.
Oh!
Awesome. Well, that was a cool
surprise. Is that
surprise.
a stream beside that Cow Creek Road, or is that a road?
Cow Creek is a major wash, right? And it does get water flowing in spots, not constantly. It drains pretty fast because it's near the headwaters. But there, at the property where we're at, there is a small wash, but it's the beginning. So we walked the wash when we were up there, and I don't know, it doesn't flow water too much. You could just tell by looking at the ground up there.
And now that's to the right of that, isn't it?
The one we walked was actually to the left, but to the right, yeah, there's another wash that runs just right into BLM land, yeah.
No.
See, I don't see this fence you're talking about. But.
It's like a weird line in the desert that runs east to west.
Okay.
And it just looks like a trail almost, but it's actually... If you zoom in, you can it looks like a fence line. So
it's cool, though. It's cool. No matter, it's cool. Pretty neat. Scott, why don't you give us your coordinates for your claim so we can zoom in and check them out? I think that's the only way we're going to get to see them.
I don't know what's that.
Come on, man. Give us them coordinates.
I don't have coordinates.
Oh.
I'd have to. I don't know. Let's see. I could.
You have to get on.
Not good enough to
get on Google Earth and find it, and then share it with us. You know, that's what you'd have to do. You know, and then we all could
see if I can do it.
Sure.
That would be cool. Shad.
Yeah, we don't even know where these mysterious coordinates of Scott Swiftwater are.
I know. Hey, Shad, they want you to do the full promo campground promo. Could you do that?
Hey, I will say this though. I looked at like the title stuff on there to see if there's any restrictions, and it actually was a zone for your single family resident / campground.
Really? Huh. That's pretty cool.
Well, it's funny because if it said / campground, that's probably what the last guy was going to do with it. That whatever you called him, the guy buys all the land and puts places on them.
Oh yeah,
he might since it's that close to the lake.
this seller's selling 36 acres, right? But the western part of the property, it's hilly. It's hard to see where you could build on it. You'd have to do a lot of moving dirt. And really, for the amount of money for all the 30, it wasn't worth it. And we got a great deal just on the eastern half, which is all we wanted. Because that's where you got a view. You're up high.
That's cool. Yeah. Perfect.
So
perfect. You did good. Real good. That's awesome.
One step closer.
One step closer.
yeah, get us the hell out of Ohio.
That's right.
Now, if you guys get that place, how far from work would it be?
Oh, it's about an hour and a half drive if no traffic.
Right.
Hour and a half. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
That's with no traffic.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We drove it in. We timed everything
it
out multiple times at different times of the day to get an estimate on
Can you get internet out there, though?
What's that?
Can you get internet out there?
Yeah, they have. Well, you could either do satellite or they have the optic cables for internet and phone that run right along Cow Creek Road. You can tie into.
Nice.
Cool.
If you want.
Right.
So we could even work from home like Mondays and Fridays and only commute to the city 3 days a week.
See, there's nothing wrong with that. That is cool. It'll be fine. It's an hour and a half. It's not a big deal. You know?
And if I get to go home to that view every night, I don't care.
Right. Right. It makes it so much easier, don't it? Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it does. It definitely does. You guys did good. I don't blame you. Go for it. Enjoy it. Shad, do that promo, would you?
Yeah. Definitely.
Can you do it? Do you remember it?
The promo?
Yeah, for Black Canyon City Campground. Remember you was doing it? You can't.
Oh, stay there. It's great.
We liked it. I would totally go back.
You can't remember, can you, Shad?
No, I can't. I'm sorry. It's the apocalypse.
I can't even remember what.
I can't remember it 100%, but I'm kind of hearing it sort of in my head. Robert Hall's really requesting it from Shad or Scott. You know, it's like I can't even remember it either. Somebody refresh our memories.
Yeah, I'm confused.
If you refresh his memory, he'll remember it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
See, I don't remember what I did. All right, I might have. I don't know.
It was
like when the giveaways or what?
No, well, yeah, like kind of what we say sometimes when you do a giveaway. You know, sponsored by Black Canyon City Campground. Come stay at Black Canyon City Campground. They have a heated pool, warm cabins.
Sponsored by Jack Schaefer at Black Canyon Campground.
Yeah. You know,
and they know who Scott is, by the way.
That's right. It's full.
Scott's a big deal up there, so if you hook up with Scott, they take extra special care of you.
You know, the location of that campground is pretty convenient to everything.
See, location.
Yeah, it is.
Location,
it really is.
Location. There you go.
I definitely will go back.
It's so easy to jump on the highway 17, so you go north to south, south into Phoenix, north if you want to go up towards Prescott, Flagstaff, all the way if you want, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I mean, literally, like, you got the nice town there. Breakfast is only like 5 minutes away. Couple great places to eat, and then you can head south, like not even 10 miles, and you can get to Anthem to Walmart and all your normal shops and stuff you need.
You have to get to Walmart.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. That's like I said. It's right in the middle of everything.
Whose freaking skimpy breakfast was that you guys posted on Facebook?
That would be Kathleen's skimpy breakfast.
What did we have for breakfast?
I don't know. What did we do?
That was like
was
a
that place
real.
Was that like Waffle House or something?
No, that was at the diner they're talking about.
Yeah, I think it was like a half a burrito and a bowl of fruit or something.
Rock Springs?
Maybe.
No, it's the one we went to first with Scott.
Yeah.
Norgine. What it was. I forget it was a little diner, you know.
Yeah.
And I was
it's called Norgine.
Shad's breakfast, you know, because that was like Minimal. I thought it was Scott's at first.
Oh, you thought Scott fixed it?
I didn't order a bunch. That's why. Normally you get like toast and potatoes, but I just didn't want all that stuff. But pretty good food.
Well, Rich was comparing it to his breakfast that he fixed for us when we're
Well,
Yeah, nothing compares to that.
Yeah, it's not no Rich Cooley cooking.
No.
But here's what's funny.
Blueberry Pie Shop in Indiana. Remember that?
Not the Blueberry Hill, no, nothing like that.
Now that was
Now, what I thought was funny, though, the place that Scott took us to breakfast the first day we were there, it was right next door to the campground that we thought he was at last year when we stopped up there trying to find him.
How ironic. Right.
It was right there. It was right there.
Right there.
So, yeah, do you think by the time we move out there in 3 years that we'll find gold before Scott does?
Yes.
Give him this
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you guys will
I
get
can walk
in
out
more,
my back door and find gold.
I think you guys will get more
Prove it.
prospecting time on your property that you're not even there yet than Scott will get within the next year.
Well, shoot, just digging the koi pond itself.
Yeah. See? I'm just saying. Scott. You know? Let us down. Now you can't even get us GPS coordinates so we can see your claim.
I'm actually trying to I'm on Google Maps because I can't get Google Earth to work.
So where's
But I'm trying-
Scott's trailer at compared to the swimming pool?
to Black Canyon City Campground?
Yeah.
It's across the drive. Pretty much.
You go past the 3 Javelina, and there it is.
Are you looking at Black Canyon
Is it like
Campground,
where the
Rich?
roundabout is?
Uh-oh, Rich is
To
at...
the right of the swimming pool?
No, I'm on the back side of the building. Yeah, to the left of the swimming pool. If you're facing south.
Go out and wave. Scott, go out and wave your hands around there so Rich can see you.
Right.
If the satellite picks it up.
That's funny.
That way Rich can see
I will honestly say that when we stay there, we stayed in those little cabins they have, which has like a full-size bed and then 2 bunk beds next to it. It's all nice little all-wood place. Has a little TV, a little fridge. But, yeah, a lot of people seem to just kind of stop, spend a night or two, and then head on like they're traveling through.
Really?
Yeah, the 4 cabins are right there by the road, right?
You see the
The road,
cabins?
there's the road behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much their drive. Nobody ever drove by there unless it was for the campground.
Customized print.
Scott's still trying to figure this out, I think.
Are you looking at it, Rich? Are you looking at the campground?
Yeah, I'm looking right at the campground. I'm looking right at those cabins right now, but I don't know where his trailer is at from those cabins.
Oh, it's on the other side of the building in the middle.
Other side of the building in the middle.
Yeah. I'll be like right beside either a white van or in between another camper.
Oh, there's the white van, I think.
Okay, then you see the toy hauler right next to it. That's mine.
To the left or the right?
To the right.
There's one to the left and there's one to the right.
Well, you're not looking at the right one. Then.
Go out and wave. Go out and wave your arms around, Scott, so he could see it.
I see there's a toy hauler that's parked in front of the 3rd and 4th cabin.
No, you're still on the other side of the building. There's a building that's in the middle. There's cabins, and you'll see a building. Go on the other side of the building where the swimming pool is. Go right behind the swimming pool, and you'll see those are the tent spaces, and I've got my RV in a tent space.
Can you send Manny out there
Yes.
with a flashlight
That's a
and
good idea.
have him beam
Right.
up the sky?
Take Manny out there
That'd be easy.
and dance around with him so Rich can see you.
Right.
I ain't gonna see that. I'm gonna do that.
You never know.
Now, Scott, in relation, since it is hard, I get it, to get the coordinates of an area, from, at least generally speaking, from Black Canyon City Campground to where your claims, it's what, northwest of there or west?
You just go north, and you'll see Maggie Mine Road. Go north on Maggie Mine Road, And then once you get up to where Maggie Mine Road makes a hard left, again, go to your left and move and look at the creek. And that's when you see a creek do a big, giant, hard horseshoe. That's all mine.
Find
to the right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You find it?
Is it it's not Gas Line Road, is it? Or
No.
Is it past it?
It's Maggie Mine Road.
Maggie Mine.
Maggie Mine.
Wow, so you're right
Yep.
off of Maggie Mine Road, huh?
Yeah, it's not very far out of town at all. That's why I got them. But if you look, the access, you got to either drive up the creek or you got to park up top and try to work your way down those ravines. And with the equipment that I want to take down there, the ravines is not an option unless I had 3 or 4 people, you know.
Now, would you be able to like get there and keep your equipment on your claim so then you have to keep dragging it?
Well, if it was that hard to get in there, it's going to be that hard to get out. Yeah.
So you're going to be able
There's
to
a lot of people don't drive past there because you can't keep going up the creek because there's rocky up branches. The only people do that's like the rock crawlers, and you don't even see them down that far. You got to go up more north for that.
Okay. Did you find it, Shad?
But that
Think you found it, Shad?
I mean, I see the horseshoe. I see a couple areas with the horseshoe and off of Maggie Mine Road. So
No, you follow. If you go up, like I said, go up Maggie Mine Road and just keep following it. Keep watching that creek. This makes a big. It almost looks like a question mark. I mean, it's a horseshoe. It's like a horseshoe. It's not just a bend.
Yeah, I see it. So it's just west of 17, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Find it, you think? Maybe.
It's pretty daggone close, I think. I guess I could just let me drop a GPS pin.
Okay.
There's
I'll
Maggie
share
Mine
the
Road.
coordinates, and then maybe somebody can confirm.
Yeah, okay.
Well, like I said, my internet's not the greatest, or I could have got it to you or something already. But
Now, let's see. Shad dropped
No, I think I found it. I mean,
Shad dropped the
There's a
cord.
horseshoe.
So let's see if we can
Yeah,
find it.
there's looks like a power line or something. Heck is that?
so is like the creek you're prospecting, is it I see like out west of where you're talking about is it Arrastre Creek? Arrastre Creek? It's a really
no.
big. So
I'm
you're
in
not
Black
that
Canyon
far
Creek.
west.
No,
You're
it's
what?
right off. I mean, if you are looking at Black Canyon Creek and you on Maggie Mine, you'll be able to see 17, and you'll be able to see my claim all in one picture.
Gotcha.
It's
Is
it's
it
like
on
I said. It looks like
Black Canyon Trail?
yeah, there is Black Canyon Trail that goes through there.
Yeah, I see Black Canyon Trail.
Yeah, I see Black Canyon Trail. Yeah. So we're
Okay, now
right
there's
in
a
the
real
area
massive
then.
horseshoe.
See the
Yeah.
see the big massive horseshoe, and then
Yeah.
like a road coming off of the big massive horseshoe.
They just in the maps they don't name Black Canyon City Wash or anything like that.
They don't even name that
No.
stream going down through it. Don't look
Yeah.
like it.
But I think we got the general area. That's cool.
Yeah.
But all what you're seeing, all that horseshoe, and then if you go left up and over the mountain, and go straight across the creek
Okay, see
again,
the creek. Yeah.
and then go up and over the next mountain back to the right, and then come back to the corner post on that creek. That's all my claims.
Oh, right past that one rock, right? The cactus.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you can see it. You can see it if you're looking at the claims. There's a house up on the hill, and you'll see where there's the rocky point that comes out the farthest. That's my line going diagonal towards the interstate.
There's a
Almost.
lot of big rocks in that creek.
No, it's in the wall. You can't miss it, buddy.
That looks like they're not in the wall. They look like they're in the ground.
All right, I'm done.
There's like a lot of rock in there. Dang. Interesting, Scott. Well,
Well, like I said, I got Google Maps, but I can't copy it. It won't cut and paste, so I can show you the picture. So,
okay. I think
Well,
Where's
hey, at
that
least
house to watch?
we figured
Okay.
out the general area
Yeah.
now of his claim.
yeah, at least
We're
Don't
getting
get
closer.
Stained.
we are closer, correct. It's the closest. This is the closest we've gotten to it. That's for dang sure. finally, we get to see that the land does exist.
Oh, it's there.
Okay, we see that
And it's got gold too. So
okay, all right. Is that fair?
I talked to the guy. Like I said, I talked to the guy up on the hill, and he's already told me. He said, "Well, there's some people down here." He told me like a 2 or 3 different groups that's been down there and doing some digging. I'm like, "Well, it ain't supposed to be." But thanks for the information.
Oh, somebody on your.
Oh, you got some claim jumpers, huh?
Claim jumping going on there.
I actually got to get down there and put some big signs up, so it's put my claim markers up and stuff. Because the other guy didn't put them down there because they kept washing out.
Yeah, you better.
So
They're gonna
I'm gonna stick mine up on the hill.
They'll be claim jumping you. Yeah.
How about some gold prices?
Yeah, how about some gold prices? What is happening with that crazy metal prices?
Tell me it went up. I mean, come on.
Everything is all over, but yeah, you are right. Gold did shoot way up last week, and it ended up good, but it did fall on on Friday night, close $3 to 1,643. But if you really look at it, it was a huge rebound.
Yes, that's great. Awesome. That is good.
Even silver is doing a lot better. It was falling like teetering underneath $12 for a few days.
Yep.
But it fell at 1 cent, but it's at $14.61.
Okay, still a climb. It climbed.
So, yeah, not too bad. Now, platinum, that's up $6 at $747. So, positive movement there with platinum. We like to see it usually what the average, I think, was like 840s.
Right.
Now, palladium. This one, like gold, rebounded significantly, but however, it did fall $76 to $2,243.
Okay.
But again, nice rebound for palladium.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. Now, rhodium. Rhodium, we saw it pretty much took a suicidal nose cliff dive. Right?
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, all the way to $6,000.
So what do you think has happened since we last reported on that?
Okay, it went down to 6 the last time we had talked.
Yep.
So I'm thinking it shot back up to like 12.
All right. Well, it did shoot up quite a bit last week. And then again, $2,000 up, closing at $10,500.
Oh, dang. See?
So just think, if you were like one of the rich people out there who evidently have billions of dollars to invest and take advantage of this market, you could have bought it when it was at 6 and then made a 45% profit immediately within 4 days.
Wouldn't it have been sweet to just buy it?
It would be nice, but we're not giving advice, of course. But.
And we can't afford to buy major amounts of that stuff, but boy, I would have at 6,000 because I knew that crap was going to skyrocket back up again. God darn.
Yes.
Amazing.
So we'll see. Obviously, with all this, the stimulus things that are happening in response to the coronavirus, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out if the markets continue to respond.
Sure.
Of course, my personal thinking is the real economic impact has yet to be felt from all this. So I'm expecting the gold to go up because, like the silver, if you want to go out and buy silver right now, there's a shortage of actual silver to be bought. Look at any of those online major dealers. You can't even do it. And if they does come in stock, they have minimums now. You got to spend like $500 on some places to place an order.
That sucks. Yeah.
The same thing is now happening with gold.
Oh, sure.
Because a lot of these major mines in some places have restrictions on working because of the virus, or at least getting their workers there, flying in, traveling. Mm-hmm. So they're saying physical gold right now is being bought up everywhere. So expect the price to continue to rise.
Right. True. Okay. Dang.
Yeah. And I'm like Shad. There is going to be like a wave. It's just the start of the wave, and it builds up, and then it'll go down later. But
exactly.
Sorry. Yeah, definitely. But it's just crazy.
Oh, that's like I was saying about that gold and that Bitcoin. If there's no computers or no anything running right, then you got tangible gold. I'd rather have the tangible gold.
Well, I like having, like you said, having it in my hand, actually.
Well, look at what Razor just posted in the chat room. He says all of the local mines are in lockdown up there in Alaska where he is.
Really?
So, I mean, right now they're trying to get a grip on all this virus stuff.
Sure.
So
yeah.
We'll
the big kick in the pants. The big kick in the pants to me is because Ted Ballas, you guys just talking to him earlier. That's the guy I was supposed to go to the Yukon digging with this summer. And man, with this stuff going on, they're not going to open up the borders. They're not going to let nobody go digging.
Nope.
So I got blowed out on that one too.
No, it ain't here yet. You don't know, right?
I'm sorry, but Dwight's comment in the chat room's
it was
hilarious.
Funny. Yes, I seen it too. I started laughing. I couldn't help it.
But yeah, Brian Bedard, he just commented, and I read that too. And I know we were talking it in pregame. They're delaying the production of the TV show Gold Rush right now because they can't get the people to mine up there in the area, travel up there and whatnot, as well as, of course, for the safety of the camera people and sound people.
God,
but
the crew.
They can't go through Canada.
Yeah, right now it's not going to happen, or it's going to be delayed, I should say.
Sorry, folks. America's closed.
I wonder if they'll if it'll delay like all them shows like Oak Island and everything.
I'm sure it will.
I'm sure it probably will. Right, every one of them.
I'm sorry. I'm so convinced that the real, true economic impact. That's what it worries me more than the virus at this point.
Yeah.
And that we have no clue of really what's going to happen. Nope. We're not going to feel it until another month to 2 months
right.
And I'm with Shad with that. I'm not worried about getting sick.
Right.
More than
what's going to happen.
Fallout.
Think about all the jobs. We're trying to figure out stuff to help our 2 oldest daughters who are in college. They both.
One works in retail.
They haven't been laid off. Right.
Right.
But they had their hours cut back, and then now they can't go in. So all their companies they work for say, okay.
Spencer just told me she's allowed to go in this week.
Okay, well, like Cheyenne, they cut her down to 1 day. The next day, a press came out and said, "Oh, we're going to pay our workers for scheduled hours that they were supposed to work."
Right.
They cut everybody the day before to only work 1 day. Because of that. So it's like, man, that's where it's going to hurt first, but it's going to waterfall and impact other industries.
Oh, gotcha.
It's kind of a cutthroat deal there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, she can't get unemployment right now because of that.
That sucks.
Yeah, somebody pulled a shifty deal there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm trying to tell her to go work at a grocery store or something.
They need help.
They need help. They're hiring. Work part-time there for now.
Amazon's hiring. Hey, Amazon too. Amazon's hiring like crazy, and they pay more money.
They're based in Columbus too.
They pay more money.
They have a
and
warehouse
good benefits.
outside of Columbus.
Yep, great benefits and pay better money. So Amazon's the way to go.
I posted something that said they were actually calling for like bartenders and servers and stuff like that. If they're out of a job, can't work, Amazon said they will take them in.
Yeah,
they were asking for college students.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's anybody that's worked for the federal government or definitely been in the military. You know this. Things don't move fast. Do you really think people are going to get those checks in hand to help out in time? You're not getting that until May, is my estimation. And even still, if you really think about it, that's not enough for a month to cover up a lot of people's expenses and stuff.
And
so
May, early June.
It's not enough to
so help yourself, find gold, find treasure, or go work at Amazon or something, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, depending on how you get it, if you have like a direct deposit or something like that, it'll be faster than it would if you get the checks. But
right, sure, but still.
Even still, it's like do not depend on the government.
No,
help each other.
Right, that's it.
Depend on yourself.
That's it. Now, what do you think about them? Some closing a lot of these other firearms dealers and stuff all closing now. They say that's non-essential.
Well, it depends.
I bet.
I read today they did. I think I might have misread this because I was skimming headlines. So if I'm wrong, correct me.
Okay.
But I swore that I saw Trump even released a statement saying that gun stores and outfitters are to be considered essential. Now, some states and local jurisdictions have, like in Ohio, it is essential. They can be open if they so choose to be. In other states, of course, it's not. Now, granted, I'm sorry, you go into Cabela's, I walked in there just for fun. There's no ammo to be had unless you want just 12 gauge or you want to pay the specialty ammo that's going to cost you an arm and a leg for a 308, which whatever. Right. But almost all ammo's gone. Almost, I would say 80% of their handguns are gone except for the high-end items, and even those only got a couple. There's not much out there. And then I know of another gun store north of us. They instituted basically you pull into their lot, into a parking spot, you text them. They will bring 3 people at a time into their store to shop, and then when you leave, they'll bring more in.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of what it is here in PA. Yeah. I mean,
and even Cabela's.
It depends in different areas. I mean,
Cabela's had a thing, 50 people max in their store, so there was a line out there.
Wow. Okay. See, so it's still going on, actually.
Here in PA, it depends on what areas you're at. And, you know, some of them, you do that, you text them or you call ahead and say, yeah, I'm coming around this time, and then there'll be somebody at the door waiting on you. And some of them actually do a temperature gauge thing to you before you come in, and, you know, there's all different rules and regulations. Right. There's different stipulations for that, too.
I guess so. Yeah.
Of course, you can always look at all the people that went out target shooting and left their brass just laying there on the ground. Boy, don't you wish you kept that now.
Had you a reloader.
Hey, that's why that was one of the first things I did buy extra of is stocked up on more ammo right when all this happened. Now, granted, I wasn't concerned. I thought it was funny people buying TP and I'm buying ammo.
I know.
And then
and I was like, "You want a what?" And I went into the store with them, and there were a lot of people doing that, but not as much as like the late.
That was like 3 days later, people panicked for ammo.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. But like even online, it's hit or miss. Like you have to choose. If you seriously are trying to find ammo, there's a handful of sites that you may know or other people in your area that you can get relatively fast shipping somewhat. But right now, demand's up, so 7 to 14 days. But just follow them every day because eventually they'll get a small shipment of ammo in, and literally 10 minutes, it's out of stock online again.
That's crazy.
So you just have to be like Johnny on the spot to get those, you know, if you need 9mm, 223, whatever.
And you know they've probably got a mailing list that they get their top customers first. They're going to say, hey, be here at this time or you're out.
Probably.
Well, I will tell you this, though. Don't wait for those mailing alerts. I did that once, and it was already gone, and it was available an hour before I got the email.
Oh, geez. That sucks. I got mine. Mine came in finally, so I was happy. I'm good. I'm all right now. It's like all I needed. But it probably took 10 days to get it. Yeah.
Well, I ordered some ammo because I found 5 more mags for 223 laying around somewhere I forgot about. But I did find some ammo. And here's another. For all you veterans out there, if you go to Bud's Gun Shop online, a huge online dealer, as a veteran, honorably discharged, even if you didn't retire, you just served your time, your enlistment, like I did, you can fill out stuff and become what they call a qualified person up there. That allows you additional guns, usually for law enforcement, military. Now, these, of course, aren't automatic, so don't get your panties in a bunch. They're just normal firearms.
Right.
But they also ammo. They set it aside away from the general public, and you can actually still get reasonable priced ammo and firearms that you may be looking for, that everybody else is trying to price gouge. So that's another option. Now, it does take a while. I did buy 150 rounds for like $40, and it still took 2 weeks, I think, for it to come in. So backed up.
Yeah, see, 2 weeks, probably about the... It's just shipping slower now. That's just the thing. So you'll get it. It just might take a little longer.
Speaking of online orders, I saw Carolina Bills.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, they're forced to close, right? What, after Monday, tomorrow?
Yep,
Really?
yep.
But I think he said he was still going to keep online open, maybe, on some things.
Yes, I think so. Where he could still go into the shop and, ship stuff out, sure.
So that's Carolina Prospectors. He's been a long-time supporter of Go Prospector Space, Prospectors Radio. Does a lot of stuff for our giveaways. If you need stuff, reach out to him on Facebook or order on their website.
Yep. And
definitely keep them
Yeah, and then you'll get, right, keeps Bill going, and you get the equipment you need, and you can still get out there and do some prospecting, hopefully, right? That's the key. But he just...
Yeah, you could probably still get stuff from Tommy Knockers and a couple of the other places, too, on the site program.
Yeah, I think all them kind of places should be good, because I don't think they're like brick and mortar
pretty
stores.
much online anyway.
Yeah, pretty much online places, like Gold Hog, everybody. I think you get everything you still need from all of them, but Bill's...
Yeah, they're more people-oriented, not company-oriented.
Right. Now, Bill's being an actual brick and mortar store, where he's having to close his doors, and
right.
And it hurt his business a lot, but at least he'll be still able to do the online orders, and he runs a lot of specials, a lot of sales. He'll post them on Facebook a lot of times. You just check him out, see what he's got. He got a huge stock of pay dirt ready to go out for people if they need it, so...
Yeah, he's pretty cool. If you have a question about something he carries, because don't get me wrong, a lot of people's when they have a brick and mortar store and they have an online store, not everything in the store is online, right?
Right.
So you send him messages if you have questions on stuff, and he's really good about getting back to people.
Oh yeah, the best, I think. His customer service is grade A, for sure. Yeah. It's so yeah. Make sure you just keep that in mind if you need anything. Carolina Prospectors.
Carolina,
check them out. And God, people, I bet there were people at the creek today, more than likely. As nice as it was, but then again, with all that rain we got yesterday and the day before, I bet our creeks were to the max, probably. I don't doubt it. But it sure was.
I wouldn't
nice
doubt it either, because my mom showed a picture. Her backyard was flooded.
Yeah.
And she's in Indiana, so you guys aren't far away from there.
Yeah, our neighbors were flooded. See, ours sits on we're like on a hill. Ours slopes to both sides. Ours don't get wet, but the neighbors on both sides, they just flooded. One looks like one looks like a dang cow pasture. I swear it. It's got so much. The geese were in it yesterday. Oh, wow. They were, man. There was like 10 geese in his yard in this huge puddle, and then all of a sudden we got this hail that was like the size of $50, and it just started pelting them geese, and they got out of there. It was huge.
See, our hail was only a little bit bigger than pea size.
Oh no, ours was huge
when it hit, but we got so much rain it filled up the koi pond by a foot.
Yeah,
and we had to drain it out because it was.
The rain
just
was
mess.
Rain was horrible. The amounts of rain, and yeah, I'd never seen hail that big in my life. And I went out and checked our cars. I figured for sure it beat the crap out of the cars, but luckily it didn't. We lucked out having that tree there. I think it saved them.
I'm surprised you don't have a cover on that little car of yours, as precious as it is.
If I still had my Challenger, I would.
I figured we would have saw you laying on top of it trying to shield it from the hail.
I would have been. I'd been swinging, trying to knock hail balls away and stuff, holding the torpedo heater up, trying to meld them or something before they hit it. I'd have come up with something.
He scratched the top of his car, tried to put a piece of plywood over it.
Yeah, I'd have built a box real quick. Give me 10 seconds, I can build a box. That's all I need. Screw gun and a couple pieces of wood. Done. Yeah, but it was huge hail. I couldn't believe it. Never seen it like that here.
Crazy.
Not in my life.
Well, and I guess those storms came all the way from a little bit of out west and central U.S. and then even Tennessee and Kentucky. Mm-hmm. All of us had some really nasty storms, tornadoes. I think in Oklahoma, it was crazy.
Oh, I know. That's why I said it's like first the plague and now that.
Well, I was going to say they're going through the high countries now, or the high states now. I've looked at my weather thing earlier and seen where they were at, and it was still up high in the United States, but traveling
they had Iowa and stuff too. Wasn't there some tornadoes that went through Iowa?
Yeah,
or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
It was a wide storm.
It was a huge storm. Yeah,
it came up from Texas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, it's crazy. So I said first the virus, and now the crazy storms, and then what's next? Anarchy.
You know that just upsets you though. You sit there and you look out the window and there's 5 geese in your backyard swimming around.
Dude, there was 10 of them at least, and 2 ducks. You know, because that's what I said. I'm like, if we run out of food, these geese will start going down. You know, like we will eat good. They were right there.
Are they the Canadian geese?
Oh yeah, they were right there. They
dark, greasy meat.
They're big old fatty geese.
Can you eat those?
Hey,
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can eat them.
Yeah, if you do them on a grill, they're really good, or a rotisserie, they're really good. And if you put them in the oven, have a big drip plate.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you just let it drip, let all that stuff drip off of it. Oh, it's good.
Oh, dude,
This
yeah.
fat's really good for a lot of things.
Oh, sure. That's what I'm saying. You know, them geese, I don't mind them being around. You know?
It's so funny because, like, where we work, they have, like, all these courtyards where there used to be ponds and stuff, and the geese keep coming back.
Sure.
And now they've just kind of become part of the landscape where we'll be sitting in the cafeteria, and the geese will come up to the window and start pecking at the
And hissing at you through the other side of the glass and pecking at it. Yeah, you'll just hear this tapping. And you look, and there's this geese there. Because right now, you know, they're getting ready to have their eggs.
They're laying their eggs.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
nests already,
Yes,
so
they're
they get a little
making
more
nests.
aggressive.
Yep, they're making their nest. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. All right. Well,
I know, but hey, with all these storms, gold's been moving in these creeks and rivers.
that's right. Moving good, so be ready. And on that note, I think we should take a quick commercial break and come back with some Cooley's Corner. What do you guys think? Sound like a plan?
Yeah,
Sounds good.
All right. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, American Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit DirtHogPayDirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. DirtHogPayDirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. Goldprospectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at goldprospectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at goldprospectorspace.com.
Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Join Rich Cooley as he talks about equipment, new products, and so much more for all us prospectors and treasure hunters. Here's Rich.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cooley's Corner. All right, tonight we're going to talk about gold in Utah. Everybody keeps saying there's no gold in Utah. Well, there is a little bit. So we're going to cover it. It says, while Utah does not have extensive gold prospecting opportunities like many other western states, there are still plenty of places that you can find gold, though. You just have to do diligent research and realize there aren't as many places to mine compared to neighboring states. Surprisingly to some, Utah is actually one of the top gold-producing states, but most of this gold comes as a byproduct of silver, lead, copper, zinc mining. In fact, the largest mine in the United States is located right here in Utah. The Bingham Canyon Copper Mine near Salt Lake City is by far the largest producer in the state. A handful of other large commercial mines also produce significant amounts of gold as well, resulting in significant overall production for the state. These mines are responsible for 99% of the total gold that gets recovered on an annual basis. Most placer discoveries throughout the history in Utah resulted in minimum recoveries. As much as gold was extremely fine and not in significant quantities to warrant much attention from the early miners. Much more attention was given to other minerals, but production requires significant money and cyanide leaching techniques that are out of reach for most recreational prospectors. Still, there are plenty other creeks and rivers throughout the state that yield gold. Since the gold in Utah is
Uh-oh. Did we lose Rich? Rich?
Yeah, for a minute I thought it was me.
Nope, we lost him, right?
It sounds like it.
Hold on. Rich, we do not hear you, brother. What happened? He still shows he's there.
I heard something go, make a funny noise, and then he's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. Shed, you still there? Kathleen? I think they're muted. Shed, Kathleen's muted. Rich will be back in 1 minute with Cooley's Corner.
January's.
Oh, there he is, Rich.
There's Rich.
Rich.
Can't you just hear me now?
Now we can hear you. Yes, we lost you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we lost you.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it was like you just flipped the switch. There was nothing.
We heard "Welcome to Cooley's Corner." That was it.
Are you serious?
That was
I was reading along. I didn't even know you guys were gone.
Oh yeah, I kept going. Rich, can't hear you. Yeah, we're here, brother.
So all of a sudden, it just came back.
Yeah, it just popped back. Just like that. Scott's here, Shad's here, and Kathleen, but you were gone.
Yeah,
your thing was still up, your picture, so I knew you were still there, but it wasn't showing you was muted.
I was still gabbing away.
Yeah. No, you got a little bit of it out before it went blank, but
did I get? I don't even know where to start now.
Pick a few lines into where you.
All right. About surprisingly to some, Utah is actually one of the top gold producing states. Mm-hmm. Okay. But most of this gold comes as a byproduct of silver, lead, copper, and zinc mining. In fact, the largest mine in the United States is located right here in Utah. The Bingham Canyon copper mine near Salt Lake City is by far the largest producer in the state. Are you guys still there?
Yes, we're here listening.
Yep.
Listen.
Right. A handful of the other large commercial mines also produce significant amounts of gold as well, resulting in significant overall production for the state. These mines responsible for 99% of the total gold that gets recovered on an annual basis. Most placer discoveries throughout history in Utah resulted in a minimal recovery. As much of the gold was extremely fine and not insignificant qualities to warrant much attention from the early miners. Much more attention was given to other minerals, but production requires significant money and cyanide leaching techniques that are out of reach for most recreational prospectors. I don't even know what leaching techniques is.
That's the big boys.
Okay.
That's the big boys.
Yeah, the big mining operations.
Yeah.
Yeah, they use chemicals. They use chemicals and everything like that. Big leaching beds to let all the gold settle out of them, and then they take it back out of it.
Oh, okay. Still, there are plenty of creeks and rivers throughout the state that yield gold. Since the gold in Utah is generally very fine, it is important to be careful when panning, or gold can easily be lost. If there's enough water, you can run a sluice box, which will help you process more material, but in much of the state, you will have a hard time finding water at all. There are thousands of old hard rock mines and prospects throughout Utah that produce some of the gold as byproducts, silver, lead, zinc, and etc. Are we still here?
Yes, still here.
Yes.
This is where you guys said, oh, now we hear you. Creeks and rivers near these mines always have potential to produce some gold for a placer miner, but many have had little reported about them due to lack of significant concentrations. A few areas that have documented placer workings are listed. Let's see. The general area of southwest of Salt Lake City has fine gold in the creeks near the Bingham mine in the Oquirrh Mountains. In addition to lode mining, many placers have been exploited in this area. You have Johnson Creek and Recapture Creeks in Abajo Mountains, Abajo.
That sounds right to me. Abajo?
Yeah, never heard of that before.
Me neither.
Gold has been found, of course, in the Colorado River, but extremely fine and requires great care to recover it. A man could probably make his fortune from all the gold in this river, but each speck is so tiny that they're worth all of a fraction of a cent. It takes a lot of tiny specks of gold dust to make a large amount of money. In the northeast corner of the state, the Green River has produced fine placer gold below the Flaming Gorge Reservoir. You got several creeks draining in the Henry Mountains in the southeastern Utah. San Juan River in the southwest part of the state has fine placer deposits. Keep in mind the lack of water in much of the state limits the extent of exploration. It's quite possible significant discoveries are yet to be found. The vast expense of the mineral resources throughout the state means there's almost limited areas worthy of investigation. But the gold recovery may be difficult with the lack of water. In addition, the extreme fineness of the gold found can make capturing the gold very difficult as well. And a skilled gold panner can still catch some of the gold, but must be careful because it is easily lost. Great thing about Utah is that it is abundance of public land that is still wide open for recreational prospecting. No permit is required for non-motorized methods such as panning, sluicing, or dry washing. Suction dredges are limited to 4-inch in diameter and have a seasonal limitations as well. Contact the Utah Division of Water Rights for additional information.
Wait, you said dry washing?
No permits are required for non-motorized methods such as panning, sluicing, or dry washing. But it has to
dry
be
washing, not a motor.
Like the Biffles used to do.
Yeah, but that crank.
Well, I guess there's the puffer. Yeah, I guess.
That son of a gun.
Crank it.
Yeah,
Hand
you
crank.
can, I guess.
Yeah, that's how the Biffles started out. They were hand cranking.
Crank it.
No, you could always take a bicycle out there too and hook the crank up to the wheel and just pedal.
Yeah.
See? Don't need no stinking motor.
Yeah. Gold miners, let's see, they mentioned 4 rivers in Utah that have documented occurrence of gold. They had limited placer minings that took place mostly in the 1800s, later during the Great Depression in the 1920s and 30s. Gold miners generally didn't strike it rich in Utah, but some of them were able to eke out an existence in a harsh environment. Mm-hmm. And they mentioned some of the rivers. There's a Raft River, and it's in Box Elder County. There were some small gold deposits found along the Raft River. It gave some short-lived interest for a short time anyway. In the Colorado River, of course, gold deposits have been known to exist in the Colorado River since the earliest explorers came to this area. There is gold all throughout the river, but one thing remains consistent: the gold is always very fine textured. Didn't stop the prospectors from working the big gravel bars on the river, though. But they were mostly smaller operations. Recovering fine gold, particularly back in the 1800s, was a real challenge. Yeah, I bet. They didn't really have snuffer bottles or anything, did they? How did they get the gold out of the pans?
In the 1800s?
No, they used mercury, didn't they?
I think so, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
It's about basically all they did was use mercury, I guess.
Now, is there fine gold, fine Idaho and parts of Alaska?
They're saying it's very, very fine, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a powdery fine type.
Probably was mercury, yeah, more than likely.
It says the gold is always very fine textured.
Mm-hmm.
So, fine textured.
Fine textured.
All right, and then you have the San Juan River. Miners found gold in the San Juan River early on, but it didn't take long for them to realize that the gold was fine and difficult to recover. Let's see, the official records account for about 2,000 ounces of gold recovered from the river. However, with the way the gold occurrences were documented back in the day, it was likely quite a bit more than that. They were from small operations, solar prospectors that would recover just enough gold to survive. The placers weren't rich, but there was a lot of areas to prospect and less competition. Now you can imagine 2,000 ounces of fine powdery gold. You know how long that would take to get something like that?
You know what's funny is it's not how long it takes. Fine gold adds up really quick. You'd really be surprised. Yeah. But it's the technique back then that they got it with is what I'm still wondering about.
Yeah, especially when you only get 30 specs at a time. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
So 2,000 ounces.
Yeah. Then they mentioned the Green River. There was a very small amount of gold found in the Green River south of Fernal back in the 1800s. Mm-hmm. The richest area was reported around the present-day Flaming Gorge Reservoir. The gold here wasn't much. One dredging operation once reported a season recovery of 334 troy ounces. While this may sound like a lot of gold, it isn't much considered a large amount of material that those old dredgers could process. Basically, it says gold in Utah. There are the main rivers in Utah with gold. There's definitely some more. A lot of the better places to mine are actually in smaller, lesser-known creeks. There's also a lot of gold in the desert away from the water sources. Of course, dry washing is really the only effective way to prospect for that. Mm-hmm. The main takeaway is that Utah gold is mostly small, very small. You need to use the proper techniques or else you will have a tough time finding any. Okay. With the right equipment and technique, there's definitely something to find. It says... it mentions that Cane Cut copper mine, too, which we already talked about. But,
right.
And that is it for that. And I can talk about some rare gems and minerals in Utah next week.
Okay. Hey, Shad, you got any weird laws for Utah?
Let me dig this up. There
got to be some good ones.
I'm excited to hear about the gems.
Yeah. Speaking of gems, we're going to give away some gems tonight. Some gemstones.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And they even sent a special one just for you, Kathleen.
Oh, they did?
Yes, they did. Our good buddy John Hunt sent a little care package. got 2 bags of gemstones we're going to give away. We'll give away 1 bag tonight. And then he sent an extra stone in a special bag, and it's marked for Kathleen. So,
Aww, that's exciting.
So I got you covered. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, what a softie. What a softie.
Hey, we've had the privilege of meeting John in person a few times.
That's right. See?
Super nice guy.
And John has sent us gemstones before, and we've given them away, and they're always nice. So
now, are these gems that he's dug up somewhere, like from North Carolina or something like that?
Yeah, they come from somewhere like that. I don't know where
cool.
He got them, but yeah, they're nice. We gave away a couple bags of them in the past, so he sent 2 more nice bags, and he said it's a moonstone, Kathleen.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
I like the moonstones.
That's what it is. It's a big one.
Sweet.
Sure is. It's a big one.
Big and
moonstone.
So do you want the weird laws now?
Oh, gosh, yes. Let it rip, Tater Chip.
All right. So Utah.
Utah.
If you are a widow or widower and get remarried only to find out your former spouse is actually alive, you won't go to jail.
I didn't think you would.
Evidently. I mean, I get this because, they're back in the day, polygamists, set up shop out in Utah. So I can kind of understand this.
Okay.
Maybe.
I got you.
They might have just got caught like over a winter, snowed in somewhere, and they couldn't get back out, and somebody just thought you were dead.
Yeah.
I mean, back then it is Utah. There weren't no 4-wheelers.
Well, if you don't keep your horses fenced in, they'll be eliminated. So the exact text of this is a policy for the manner and method of eliminating abandoned horses from the open range shall be in the discretion of the county legislative body, and it shall be its duty to do so, eliminate abandoned horses using the means most effective and economical under the circumstances. The county executive may sell all captured horses.
Dang.
I was thinking back in them days, why wouldn't you just grab them? If they were let loose by somebody, they've already been around people. So why couldn't you just go out and rope them up?
I guess
exactly. Now this one's interesting. It is illegal to cause a catastrophe.
No, it's illegal. Man, Utah's got it rough.
Now, this one I'm curious. So, Jaron and anyone else out there in Utah, obviously a lot of states have made proclamations that we're in a state of emergency for, whatever state you live on because of the coronavirus. Now, it is illegal to sell alcohol during emergency proclaimed by the governor. So, are you still able to buy alcohol right now, Jared?
Oh.
Huh.
Look at this. This is like a real world one.
Ooh, I like that one.
I don't like that one.
The unruly kids.
Don't jump ahead.
Why
all right.
Ahead?
He said, yep.
He can't. Wow. All right. So now here's another one. Hotel guests with unruly kids may be charged a $500 deposit. So if you have hyperactive kids and you need to make a stop at a hotel in Utah, leave them in the car and go check in the room first. Don't let them see your crazy kids. Or they'll ask for $500.
I'm thinking that one. I think that one come out of experience somehow.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, you got to remember, back in the day when that was probably made, how many did you have? 4, 5, maybe 6? Holy moly.
Yeah.
Now, this next one, I don't think, bad at all, but beavers can be killed or trapped if they're doing damage or are a menace to private property. See, I don't think that's weird. No. They should be.
Right.
No, they can still do that today.
Now, boxing matches with biting or kicks to the groin are not allowed. That one, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Now, obviously, a lot of states take advantage of when you want to go hunting or fishing. You got to get multiple license and tags. Well, the good news is in Utah, you do not need a license to hunt skunks.
Do you need a license everywhere else?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think so.
All right, now this one's a weird one here. Maybe it's just because looking at it, it sounds weird. When dogs act together to injure, all their owners are held liable. So,
Like a pack of dogs?
I guess if you have a pack of dogs
Like
from
we
multiple
do?
owners, everybody's liable for them. I don't know. I guess that's what that means. So if you have a dog, I have a dog, our dogs get together and cause problems, we're both responsible, Tim. All right. Now, anybody that knows, certain stores, a lot of stores nowadays have policies to protect their employees. Even if they see somebody shoplifting, you do not chase or restrain them, just let them go and file a report, right? Mm-hmm. However, in Utah, library employees can chase people who steal library materials.
Wow.
Wow.
How many people are running off with books? I got one. Run!
Well, them encyclopedias, man. You remember how much those editions would be? Like you could only afford a letter usually, for like $100 or $50. So you choose your letter.
That was the opening sale. We'll give you this one cheap. You got to get the rest one at full price.
Now, also in Utah, this one's a good one, I guess. It's not illegal to not drink low quality milk.
Okay.
It's not illegal.
It's not illegal. I would think.
Don't you call that natural? Don't you call that natural selection?
Yeah, I would think it's personal preference.
But evidently, it's to help protect buyers of milk to unfairly discriminate against milk distributors. That was behind that one.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, but if one guy's milk stinks, he evidently traveled 20 miles too long in the sun.
Mm-hmm. Something ain't right.
Well, okay, the last state we did, also this one, it's against the law to fish with a crossbow.
Right.
So does that mean, though, you can do with a bow and arrow, though? Because a crossbow and a bow, a typical bow, that's two different things.
No.
Right.
No, this is the deal. A bow, yes, you can fish with. A crossbow, you can't because it's still considered as a firearm because it still has a trigger and an aim.
And a safety.
Okay.
Or a trigger and a sight.
Mm-hmm. And safety. That's
all right.
Yeah,
so,
that's why you can't do that.
But still.
Now, you think back in time, maybe in high school or college or nowadays even, you want to have a big party and you and your guests love beer. Well, it's obvious you get a keg. It's usually more cost effective too, right?
Right.
However, in Utah, individuals may not possess beer in containers larger than 2 liters.
Wait, what? Can't be larger than 2 liters?
That's right. So there are no tapping the kegs at private parties.
Are you sure that's not like walking?
True? Jaron, is that true? You can't buy kegs?
That's got to be, that's like if you're walking or something, or if you're at a party or a get-together or, a function. I can't see that being, no.
Well, this is only, granted, bars, restaurants, distributors, wholesalers, they're allowed to, but you as a private individual, you cannot purchase a keg to have on your own property, evidently. I don't know. I didn't come up with this stuff,
right.
people. I'm just reading what's there.
You're just reading what's there.
So now this one's a little bit weird. Evidently, you can get a $50 fine for throwing a snowball.
Poor kids.
Okay. So, yeah. Well, that's in the town of Provo, Utah, by the way.
Hey,
$50.
I'm just thinking the mayor took one in the face at one shot or time or another. I'm just thinking.
Maybe.
You're probably right. There was a political figure that got assaulted with snowballs and didn't like it because they couldn't throw or make one. Now, if you're a woman and you live in the town of Logan, Utah, you are not allowed to swear. So, all you hotheads, Kathleen.
Like, how do they even enforce that?
If they hear you.
I guess if they hear you, right?
Who's they?
I don't know. The law.
I don't know. Jared, we need you to travel to some of these places and
Jared's there.
maybe test some of these laws out if you will still be arrested. That would be a funny video, by the way.
Throw a snowball and see if you get a $50 fine and stuff like that.
Now, you also, cyclists must keep at least one hand on the handlebars.
Okay. No handed tricks.
No handed tricks. And you're not allowed to carry more persons at one time than the number for which it is designed. So unless you have a separate seat, they can't sit on your lap or on your handlebars.
Right. It better be a bicycle built for two, right? Is what it better be.
Now this next one's kind of interesting. I really think this one's interesting. We were talking about you need license for everything unless it's for a skunk. Well, with permits now, let's go to the permit side of things. Say you want to modify the weather. You need to get a permit first before you do this.
How do you modify the weather?
Well, a lot
you
of
better read some kind of science.
One of the most popular things to do is seeding clouds to create moisture that could help increase snowfall, which ski resorts were trying to do at times when there was droughts. Wow. So they will get permits to help seed clouds to cause precipitation to fall, so they would have fresh powder rather than having to, because there's huge mountains up there.
Right.
It's not like our little Mad River Mountain. That's just a little hill.
No, and I actually think they could do that with like some rockets, like some low-level rockets.
I don't have.
I think I have actually seen something like that.
Now, this next one here, I guess this one could be a controversial law, right? Especially in the terms when you're talking about miners, farmers, ranchers, or whoever the like. It is illegal to interfere with or collect water flow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So it says you cannot interfere with the flow of water in any stream, ditch, or lateral.
Wow.
You also cannot collect or take any water out of turn. If you want to collect rainwater, you can only use up to 2 containers as long as neither container holds more than 100 gallons. But you can register with the Utah Division of Water Rights and collect up to 2,500 gallons.
Okay.
So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a good thing, I guess. If you have a criminal wife, evidently, husbands are responsible for the criminal acts that wives commit in their presence. So if your wife wants to break the law, you should walk away first, so you're not going to get in trouble too. Or you might as well participate.
Right. Just walk.
I'm not condoning that, by the way.
No, just walk away.
Sir, just walk away.
Yeah. So pretty much, though, the way when this one was written, if a married woman committed a crime in the presence of her husband, she is not guilty of a crime. The blame goes to the husband. This is still on their criminal code to this day.
Oh, wow.
So technically, a woman could, I guess, in theory, have a defense that, well, my husband's here, he's the one that needs to go to prison.
Well, isn't there a law that says you can still spank your wife, though, too?
Well, not in Utah, though.
Right. Obviously not.
I don't know. I'd look that up.
All right. Well, here's a couple other ones here. Pharmacists may not sell gunpowder to cure headaches.
What?
All right, so here's another sexist law. This time it's flipped, though.
Goodness, Utah.
All right, it is illegal to have sex in a moving ambulance, and if you are caught, the guy is let go and the woman is punished, and her name will appear in the newspaper.
That's hilarious.
But that's only in a moving ambulance, so
I don't. Oh my gosh.
What if it's parked? Is it okay?
Why the ambulance?
I don't know. Somebody did it. And they were like, we don't have a law for this. And they were like, well, we need to make one. And the guy was like, wait a minute, it shouldn't be the guy's fault. That's my son or something, you know? So they wrote it that way.
Uh-huh.
But, oh, hey, if you're looking to advertise an auction, you're not allowed to advertise by hiring trombone players to play on the street.
Okay.
And also, no one may walk down the street carrying a paper bag that contains a violin. Now that's one
I need to know the background of some of these.
Yeah, okay.
This is crazy.
I was gonna say I don't get that one at all.
Yeah, see, there's this one does not expand on the knowledge and on the why. I don't know why a paper bag, a plastic bag, a box. Okay, what's wrong with the paper bag?
I don't know.
Do we have any violin people out there? Would they know the answer to that?
I like this one.
Well, we're not there yet.
Oh.
One cannot keep more than one cow. And that's within the city limits, evidently.
Well,
you're only allowed to have one cow in the city.
That makes sense, though.
And you need to get a permit.
Okay.
But, okay. It is illegal to molest animals confined on the owner's property. Okay, that's just weird. Now, I guess the last one I'll do. Daylight must be visible between partners on a dance floor. So if you think about bumping and grinding, you may want to lean back a little bit and let some daylight come through. But what if it's nighttime?
I don't know.
They use a flashlight, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. And then who's really doing that? I guess you got to go back to the Mormon community. Maybe that one's why, certain ones. I don't know.
Well, you got to remember a lot of dates back then were chaperoned as well, and that's what they said.
True.
There better be, if you're dancing, there better be actually daylight or air in between you.
Is that it, Scott? For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I just found a couple more real quick. Now, it is illegal to detonate any nuclear weapon. You obviously can have them. Just don't detonate.
You're right. You just can't detonate
it. Now, I guess, Scott, this one may make sense to you because you always talk about crow flying, right? Did you know birds have the right-of-way on all highways?
Wow.
Yeah, we're okay. They don't in Arizona.
Now, the only time you're allowed to order and be served wine at a restaurant with your meal is only if you ask for the wine list. Does that's a weird one. Now here's another one. It's against the law to fish from horseback. When a person reaches the age of 50, he or she can marry their cousin.
Oh, geez. Oh, my
Obviously, a political person must have wanted to do that.
Maybe.
I don't know how else that would come into there. Now, you are not allowed to sell beverages containing more than 3.2% alcohol.
Wait, how much? 3.2?
3.2% alcohol.
Okay.
Oh, we had this other one. We had another state. It is considered an offense to hunt whales.
Oh, yeah.
Not whales again.
Yeah.
What state are you hunting whales in? Washington?
No, it was that one last week.
This is Utah. Yeah, what other one? No, that was the one you were allowed to hunt.
No, in
yeah.
Kentucky, you're allowed to
you could shoot from a moving vehicle if you was a whale.
Right, you could shoot whales from a moving vehicle.
Well, evidently in Utah, it's an offense. Now, does that mean it's an offense only if you're in the state? Or if you're a resident of the state and you go abroad, like say Kentucky, and you're driving down the road into a holler and you see a big old whale in the creek flapping about, and you shoot it from your moving vehicle, and that's okay. But if you get back home,
I mean, that's the first thing I'm going to think of. Is like I'm going
to be famous.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
be a whale.
There's a whale down there anyway.
Now, I don't know if you've been following, because I'm reading this, so I haven't been looking in the chat room. It's awesome. Jaron has shed some light, and even Matt Hayes also has pointed out some things about it. Jaron, of course, made the statement, "We are all cousins in Utah." Matt Hayes did offer clarity. Evidently, they just changed the law now to allow the selling of alcoholic beverages containing up to 5% alcohol.
Oh.
Really?
Look at that.
You know, it's funny. My buddy Tom was sitting here. He's like, "Oh, you can shoot a whale. You can shoot a whale in Utah, but you can't fish from a horseback." I was like, "Yeah, I know. You might catch one too big. I mean, if there's whales floating around, you never know what you're going to get on a horse."
And Jaron said that's in Utah, Great Salt Lake.
Hook a whale from horse.
Okay, what?
Jaron was saying that's the one that's no whaling in Utah, Great Salt Lake.
Oh, Great Salt Lake.
So, did somebody put a whale in there at one point,
Maybe.
or was it just a really big fish?
No, he just said laugh out loud. So
it outgrew its tank, so they released it.
The whale took all the gold.
Well, it is a salt lake.
But there's your weird, crazy, interesting laws in the state of Utah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. You know, it's just weird that there's another whale one. You know?
I know. That's what I was just thinking.
It's kind
I'm
of
still stuck on why they put an age limit when it's okay to marry your cousin, but you got to be 50. Are they thinking that's because you won't have babies, so it's okay at that point? Is that their reasoning?
Maybe.
That's kind of weirdish. Just kind of saying. It's kind of weird, you know? I don't know. Why? Reasons? There's no rhyme or reason for it. Obviously. I'm just still stuck
on they're saying it 10 times more salty.
Oh, than the ocean?
Lakes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it outgrew its little fish bowl. So they turned it loose. And that is how the whale got in there. So you're obviously allowed to shoot it.
Well, and there's a little fun fact. What was it? Matt Hayes said they actually have tried putting saltwater creatures, I guess, from the ocean into that salt lake, but they all die.
Really? Because it's
probably the concentration of the salt.
Probably. If it's 10 times saltier. Yeah.
See, this is kind of interesting. We're getting local feedback on the weird laws out there, and it adds a little more clarity.
It does.
Yes.
Oh, Dennis Dayton's in the chat room.
He was in the Spreaker one for a little bit. You know? Yeah.
All right, Toledo Jest is asking a question here. I guess this is referring to the cousin. So does your cousin have to also be 50?
Interesting. I wonder.
Jaron said the seagulls die from drinking from the puddles on the beach.
Oh, wow.
And the only thing that lives in the Great Salt Lake is brine shrimp that are also known as sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys.
Can you eat the shrimp?
Brine's really small, ain't it?
Oh, I don't know. Well, you think...
Is that why
Are you serious? You never bought sea monkeys?
Yes. God, yeah, I brought sea monkeys.
That's what the whales eat.
That's what brine shrimp are. They're like microscopic
That's what
shrimp.
they are?
They're small.
They're sea monkeys? That's a sea monkey, huh?
That's a sea monkey. A sea monkey's brine shrimp.
Sea monkey. Nice sea monkey.
Kathleen's like, can you eat them? I'm like, yeah, it takes a whole glass.
Sea monkey. Do you sea monkey? I like sea monkeys.
That's what they are. Brine shrimp is sea monkeys.
I didn't know they were brine shrimp. I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Dang.
Well, that's what I feed my koi in the summer.
They're like getting little frozen cubes.
Yeah, they put them in these like tiny cubes, and you can feed them to your koi. It's good for them.
Yeah.
Sea monkeys.
Yeah. Well, brine shrimp.
Potato. I still like being called sea monkeys. Are they still alive when you feed them to them? Kim?
No, they're dead. They're frozen.
They're like frozen.
You like thaw them out in the water, like in a cup,
and
then you dump
them in there. They get eaten up.
Oh, they love it.
They freeze dry them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
bloodworms.
Yeah, I've heard of bloodworms. Yeah, definitely.
So is it because of the vast quantity of brine shrimp in the Great Salt Lake? Is that why they think there may be a whale in there?
I'm thinking so.
And they just want to make sure you don't hunt that said whale?
That could be, Shad. You might be onto something. You know?
And that you would be hunting to catch that whale with a fishing line while sitting on a horse, so they outlawed the no fishing from a horseback. You see how all this ends up playing together?
I play it out in my head, just like you're saying it, and I could see this actually in my mind.
You know, because you only want to take it because you really want to marry that cousin once you turn 50 next week and be able to have a nice little get-together.
Right.
Jeez.
You got to look and see the big picture. You got to look beyond the law and see.
And because you were so used, people would be like, "That's wrong. You shouldn't do that," and they'd throw snowballs at you, and they were like, "Wait, that's against the law now too."
Right. You hit me in the eye. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. I'm with it. So actually, when you look at it, they're really not that weird of laws. If you break it down like that. Yeah.
Some of them are fine, but other ones,
Yeah.
Like, really, I want to get in trouble just because my wife's a criminal
that one, right.
and does something just because I'm right there. I'm like,
she's
on
her own. It's like, I'm dropping you off. I'm headed home. You go do your thing. I want no part of this.
I think I could have fun with that law.
You could. But that ain't right.
Sad.
That just ain't fitting. I didn't know my wife was going to steal that dress. I was over here looking at guns and bullets.
That's probably the first thing they ask her. Do you have a husband?
Mm-hmm. Is he with you? Okay, you're both going to jail. You're probably right, Rich. That's the first question they ask. Interesting. I don't know. I love these laws. These laws are pretty great, if you ask me. Oh, mercy.
Thank you, Shad.
Yes, thank you, Shad, very much.
Hey, did we ever do birthdays?
I don't think we did birthdays. Go ahead and let those rip.
Oh, we need to do birthdays.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, we have to do birthdays.
That's right. Thank you, Kathleen and John Hunt out there.
No. You said it's your birthday. Yeah.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome. Much welcome.
It is March 29th, the month that'll never end. We have Alex Daddario, Dan Hurd, Doug Chance, Ed Zabrowski, Frederick Zimmer, Larry Wills, Lon Helnick, Lori Burens, Mark Cohn, Martin Reinhardt, Raymond Malo, must be the same guy with two profiles, Rock Hunter, Ron Peters, Ronald Lewis, Sean S. Ingman, Tia Johnson, Wallace Wayne, and then tomorrow I can only see two, so apologies, B. Dennis Dutcher, and Bill Pease.
Oh, well, happy birthday, everybody. And anybody you're going to highlight this week, Shad?
I don't know who you want to pick.
The guy who you thought had double, he might be twins.
What about Dan Hurd? He's famous.
Hurd. Do Dan Hurd. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well,
do Dan.
Dan Hurd, of course, is a big-time YouTuber. He lives up there, up in Canada and British Columbia, right?
Up in the Great North, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's also, I don't know if he even still does teach now, but he was a teacher, and that was kind of what got him into sharing his passion of finding gold. Was he started wanting to teach and tell people how to do it. Thus came his YouTube. So that's taken off for him. He does placer and hard rock mining. He says he belongs to clubs. He uses a pan, high banker, trommel, and crushers, which a lot of places where he prospects and has his gold claims, you were not allowed motorized equipment because their streams are so protective. And he still finds
a lot of gold.
Nice gold, big chunky gold, beautiful gold.
Well, he owns his own mines, I think.
Yeah, he has a couple that he works heavily.
Mm-hmm.
But it's his birthday, and we did have him as a guest before. Right. He's actually been a member of the site since February of 2015.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't realize he's been here that long.
And he is still a teacher.
Oh,
so
good.
That's cool.
Yeah, I wonder if they're teaching now, though, with all this coronavirus going on. You know? It's our version. It's our version.
We were kind of scared about you, Tim. I'm not going to lie.
I know. You sound great talking to you.
I'm not out of the woods yet, but feeling better. I mean, it's been a week. I mean...
You need to get a T-shirt. I survived the corona.
Oh, I will, yeah.
Because you had Lyme.
Hashtag I survived the coronavirus.
I'm waiting for somebody to actually come out with those T-shirts. I talked about that a week ago. I survived the corona. I'm like, really? Come on, man.
Somebody's too early to tell. If you do it now, people will judge you and bash you.
Yeah, they won't come near you.
Too soon. And like people like posted pictures like, oh, I'm out on the beach and then boat. And you see everybody's comments. It's not a smart thing to do.
They're hating on them, right? So yeah, okay, I agree with you, shit.
There's so many like Corona songs right now.
Oh God, we should come up with one. You know.
No. Let's not and say we did.
Let's not do it too soon. Hey, Rich, is it too soon?
Yeah,
too soon. All right, well, we'll just wait, and then we will. You know.
Well, the coronavirus virus.
The coronavirus. That's what I like calling it. The coronavirus. The coronies are safe, for sure. Speaking of coronies, our coronies, you know, the winner of our.
I see what you were doing.
What's?
I saw you were there with the cronies.
Yeah. Speaking of our coronies, we had the winner of our monthly coroni giveaway for the beanie is Robert Kansler. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Cansler. So he won the Crony Club beanie this month. So congratulations, Robert. I'll send you an email, and I think maybe Kathleen could whip us up a name, and we'll give away a bag of them rough gemstones. What do you think, Kathleen?
I think I could do that.
All right. And the rules are, as always, 1 minute and 30 seconds to answer in the chat room that you are here. When Kathleen says your name, it's that simple. We'll accept anything, just so we know you're here. So whenever you're ready, Kathleen, let her rip. Tater chip.
All right. The randomizer is going on.
It is spinning.
It is Jaron Wheeler.
Jaron Wheeler.
That's rigged. He's not allowed to win.
He's a coroni.
This is rigged. He got all this attention about Utah. Now look, he's winning a prize now. Suspicious.
All right, Jaron.
Dave's not here. Do we accept that as the answer?
From Jaron, way too slatty. I'll take it.
He said Dave's not here.
Way too slatty. We'll take that as a he's here. We'll take anything. We don't care. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, Jaron. Rich is going to get your address for me.
Do you already have his address?
It could be buried somewhere in all my old mails. Right. If you can get it, I appreciate it, and then I'll get that out.
All right, I'll get it from him.
Thank you.
So, hey, I just want to let everybody know when Kathleen did the random list name thing. Thomas Pennyweight, folks, guess what? You were last place.
I I've never seen Thomas finish last.
He's last, dead last.
Yahoo! Zahoo!
If you ain't first, you're last, right?
Oh, he'll make a comeback.
Thomas always does. Oh. Oh, geez, I love it. Again, thank you, John Hunt, for those awesome gemstones, and
yeah, buddy.
And we'll get those first batch out to big old J-Ron.
Dennis said, just ship it to Utah. Jerry will get it. Everyone there are cousins.
Dennis said that. Just ship it to any address in Utah? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Dennis. Oh, God. You guys are something else. So, dang. What a night. Crazy, crazy.
I keep thinking it's West Coast Wednesday for some reason.
I know.
Dude, the days are just so out of whack. It's Sunday. It's Sunday.
Well, don't forget about Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. Tuesday night hangouts with Ed, Jess, and Dano you must be talking about. Well, this Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time over there on their YouTube channel, is open mic night. So if you have if you have any questions or comments for Ed, Jesse, or Dano, be sure to give them a call. They'll be glad to answer your questions. So,
and on Wednesday, I'm going to deliver what I had prepared for last Wednesday.
Sweet.
I'm doing like a extended fun fact because there's not a lot of news going on and activities.
Yes.
So we'll just do some extended fun facts. I'm going to do ghost towns of Jerome, Arizona.
Ah, cool.
Nice.
And on our show on West Coast Wednesday, April 1st, Tim may not give away an ounce of gold to one lucky listener.
What? Wait, what?
That's right, April 1st.
Oh, thank you, Chad.
Oh, yeah, April 1st.
April Fools. So that's what, Wednesday?
Wednesday,
Yes.
West Coast Wednesday.
Sweetness.
Yeah.
All right.
We may or may not be telling you the truth about things.
That's right. So you might want to make sure you're.
You know what?
It
could be Wednesday if we get 30 or more in the chat room. Might be a mega giveaway.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Might be, but then again, you might
Maybe
not
the
be.
Wandering Buffaloes will throw something in.
See, maybe not,
And maybe we won't.
and maybe
But you don't know.
you won't know unless you're here.
Scott will come on and say he's mining gold.
Right? You won't know unless you're here. That's the only way you'll know.
That's right. You got to tune in.
You got to be in the chat room to win. So, if you're not, I don't know. I just don't tell you got to be here. If you want to win, you got to be here. Got to be in the chat room. So, it's that simple. And it's Dennis Dayton's anniversary. Also, April Fool's Day. So, in case we forget, Dan. In case we,
I don't know if we're serious about anything now.
I know, right?
April Fool.
Uh-oh. There's a caller.
There was.
And then they ditched us.
They ditched you.
It was probably Dennis.
No, it wasn't Dennis's number. I definitely wouldn't have answered then. 25 years.
Brian Bedard said, what, Scott's giving away his take for the year so far?
Yeah. That'll be a short giveaway.
All right, I sent that to you, Tim.
Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so Dennis, 25 years. Is that like the aluminum anniversary for 25? I can't remember. Is it? Is it aluminum for 25 years?
For what's the
25-year anniversary? Ain't that aluminum?
I think it's silver, isn't it?
Is it silver for 25 years?
I thought that was 20.
See, me too. For some reason, I'm
Silver.
thinking
Silver. Kathleen's on it.
See?
Oh, it is silver. See there, Dennis? You got to get some silver for Paula.
Silver symbolizes brilliance, radiance, and the value of a long-lasting marriage. But how come silver is also the most volatile precious metal?
I don't know.
On the price market.
I don't know.
I don't think it has anything to do with anniversaries.
It doesn't.
No. No way, shape, or form.
Maybe we should give away silver.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we can. I don't know. I don't know if I got any. I have to see. I did used to have some. It might be in my storage unit. I might have a 1 ounce.
Does it come with a certificate of authenticity?
Nope. Nope, it don't. No, and no. But yeah, you don't know. Be here Wednesday. It might be an awesome giveaway night here Wednesday. Just don't know. Come on and be here. That's right. You got to be.
Well, I know by the time I get on the radio show on Wednesday, I'm already going to be having fun. So
you're already what?
It could be one heck of a show. I said I'll already be having fun.
Well, we know that. Is that just because it's Wednesday or because you're just prepared?
I got a couple things I might try out, do something new on Wednesday or before the show Wednesday. So
Dennis said he'll give away an ounce of silver. I don't know if that's April Fool's or not. But.
Okay, but he did say that. So, okay, we'll see Wednesday if it's an April Fool's joke or not. See, this could get a little crazy, Be an April Fool's Day. Just don't know unless you're here.
That's right.
That's right.
Tune in to find out.
You got to tune in. You got to be in the chat room because if we call you,
you got to tune in to win.
You do. Plain and simple. So make sure.
Now you just do the chat room off the Gold Prospector space, right?
Correct. That's it.
Okay.
They got to be in our chat room to win. So be there. It's free to join. So.
That's right, everybody. Remember, that's free to join.
Free. So come and join. And
really, right now, everybody's stuck in the house and it's free. You might as well just do it.
Right? Do that.
I mean, it's
and
a
you know
wealth
what
of
else?
information. There's a bunch of videos, a bunch of segments, a bunch of people rights.
You know what else I want to see? Now, this might be asking a lot, but I want to see more of our YouTubers, like Dennis and Shad and Kathleen, Jaron, Ray. I want to see all these people start getting a silver button from YouTube. I want to see 100,000 subscribers for these guys. How hard is that?
That'd be cool.
Click subscribe. Oh. I want to see all these guys get a silver button from YouTube.
You need 100,000.
100,000
I never say subscribe or anything. So.
Well, I'm saying it for you. Go to these guys' sites and subscribe. How hard is it? Even if you don't ever watch one of their videos, go and subscribe. Jeez.
Thanks, Tim.
I'm just saying.
100,000?
100,000 subscribers.
I'm just trying to get to 10.
Well, see, if you get to 10, you can get to 100,000. It's not that far of a goal. I think it should happen. I want to see all these guys do it, I really do. I'd love to see you guys go, oh, I got a silver button today from YouTube.
All right, only 99,378 to go.
There you go.
All right.
And to find these guys, just go up to the top where it says our member YouTube links, click on it, subscribe to their little channels. It's not that hard to do. It don't cost you nothing to click subscribe. That's it. It's all there is to it. And it benefits them. So let's help our YouTube friends out and make this happen for them. They deserve it. They put a lot of hard work into this. So make it happen for all of them. Yeah. Really. That's my public service announcement for tonight. So Jaron said he's at 1,050 after 5 years. Well, see, we need to fix that. That needs to move on up.
Yeah, says Tim, who you weren't even subscribed to our channel for the first couple years.
Right. Even though I thought I was, though. Remember how we all did that check that night and half us wasn't subscribed to each other's? It's really? It's just bad. But I think we're all good now. I think we all subscribed to everybody. So
the big trick of the play, if you want a lot of subscribers, you got to do 2 or more videos per week or more. You just got to keep people interested
and
and want to come back and see them.
Videos, yeah.
Yeah, right. You do.
Yeah.
But, still it's, even if you don't, even if you haven't put one out, like Scott hasn't put one out in a while, go over there and subscribe. You're not hurting nothing. Click, done. It's that simple. Oh, it's like clicking on a little ad or clicking on anything. So let's do it. Let's make this happen. I want to see some of these guys get what they deserve. So help them out. Okay? I think it'd be cool for them. It just would be very nice. So, and that's just my opinion. I think more of you guys should have it. You're welcome. I think you guys all work hard. So
we try.
I know. You
except for this year.
Except for this year, Scott.
Except for this year.
Well, there's always next year. You know it. So
yeah, I'll be doing some kind of. It might not necessarily be on gold, but I'm going to probably start doing a couple of videos of here and there and stuff like I do stuff in the summer. I go to the racetracks. I watch the Harley flat track races. I go, I do all kinds of stuff. So I might do some short videos on stuff that I do in my off time, just to, my retrospect on what I do, through the off times, the hot times.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just make it happen, right? And you will. We'll get it. Everybody will get it. Summer's coming. Start looking for a lot more videos from all these guys. So, Well,
I didn't get that GoPro for nothing.
That's right. And you didn't get Manny for nothing either.
No, I know, right? Big old lump of coal.
Oh, wait, what do you say, Dennis? Tim doesn't watch my videos. LOL, if he did, he would see what kind of mess I have got him in. What kind of mess you got me in now? Jeez Louise.
He's helping you out.
Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate it, brother. It's all right. I got you. All right. I think that's everything, right?
Yep.
Not mistaken.
I
think we covered everything. So don't.
Good night, Gold Diggers.
Don't forget to join us.
Piece of worm dirt.
Don't forget to be here Wednesday for West Coast Wednesday at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. We'll all be here. So until then, you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you all Wednesday night. Chad, Kathleen, now take it away.
Good night, my prospecting brothers.
Good night, everybody.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.
Good night, Gold Diggers.
Oh, that was bad.